for with this type of approach, particularly going into a game like this where there's so much extra around the game?
Yeah, you really have to approach, the game the same, no matter what. Obviously, there's a little bit more in terms of the travel. You're here a little bit more, obviously, in a different country. But, for us, everything's all, it's about a process, right? How do you approach things? What's your routine? And, once you kind of get into that, you're just in game mode. Obviously, it's, we're playing this game in a different country, but, the dimensions of the field are going to be the same wherever you play it. So, really for us, it's just about, being ready for when that ball snaps.
Dylan, you want to chime in on anything?
Good.
It's good to know.
Caleb, you've obviously played a lot of games at Carolina. This opportunity, though, unique to you. Where does this rank amongst experiences that you've had at North Carolina?
Absolutely. I mean, I feel like this is a big experience, just being outside of the country. I mean, this is my first time outside the country, period. Obviously for the team and just for myself, it's a big game and it's a big opportunity for us all. But we're just ready to take the day.
Any question to both of you? Do you feel like this game is a chance to put your program on the international stage?
Yeah, this game, I had the pleasure of, coming here in May with a couple other teammates, and it was really cool to gain kind of a, greater perspective. One, for, Adam and his story and, sort of what he went through to be able to get to here, and then, two, just how big of a game this really is. And, there's a greater sense of appreciation for kind of what you're really doing, when you get that. So, yeah, no, absolutely. It's an unbelievable opportunity, and, we're excited to be here and, play some football.
That's
Obviously, for each of you, a pretty unique setup today with kind of the schedule of events and sleeping on the plane. Just kind of wondering how much, I guess, rest were you guys able to get and kind of how your bodies are feeling going into the kind of setup today?
I feel like our bodies, I mean, we're trained. We're trained by Moses Cabrera. I mean, he puts us through like every single day, you know what I'm saying, on and off the field. So, I mean, it's just another one of those things, like you're going to have distractions, you're going to have different events come up, and Bill preaches all the time, like it's going to be a change of events, and it's up to us to stay committed to that process.
Yeah, I mean, same with them, right? You get used to it, right? We're about to go out there and practice, and we're just gonna, we're looking forward to putting together a good practice, but you kind of put everything in the back burner, and all of our focus is towards this practice.
Can you both talk about what you're looking forward to about getting to have international fans here, and also just being in a new city? Obviously, your first time abroad. What are you looking forward to doing?
I mean, for me, I don't really know. Like, I'm just excited just to see the atmosphere of the fans, the atmosphere, just the culture and all. I feel like it's really exciting, just for all the players in general. So yeah.
Yeah, and then obviously, a little bit unique, versus kind of an American, game in, America where there's all this, tailgating versus, here it's a little bit different. A lot of people walk into the game. So, I know all of our friends and family are, looking forward to it. But for us, all of our focus is on, is on this game and, what we can do to best prepare ourselves for TCU.
Caleb, Rizzo, back. You mentioned Adam Gibbs there. A lot of Irish people want to see him on the field this weekend. You guys probably don't, though. It's probably not a good situation because they've been wanting. Do you want him to get his opportunity?
Yeah, I mean, the less times we punt, the better. So, probably hoping to keep him off. But no, he's unbelievable guy. The work that he puts in, the work ethic. He's always one of the last guys to leave the facility. What he's been able to do. Obviously, as I kind of said, being able to kind of see his journey, see where it came from. It's again, everyone on the team has a greater sense of appreciation for Adam, for his journey, and it's pretty cool to be able to get to be here for him and see what Saturday has in store. But we're all fired up.
AJ?
Real hard hitting question for both of you guys. How much sleep did you get on playing last night?
About 5 hours. Yeah, a good amount of sleep. I'll say I was up for the first 45 minutes, and I was out clean.
That's pretty good.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I don't know about 5 hours, but definitely got a little bit. But had 2 coffees, so I'm fired up. Hydrated as well. Did hydration testing, so we're all ready.
Training you guys are, is that a challenge, like for you, especially only a few hours sleep, or can you quickly adapt?
No, you you just put it behind you, you're ready to go. You know, a lot of it's, you know, just kind of mentally, you just gotta, you know,
Yeah,
we're gonna be
it's-
all right.
Yeah, it's all mental at the end of the day. Like, it don't matter if it's 2 hours of sleep or 8 hours of sleep, we still gotta get the job done.
5 hours is great.
Yeah, it was great.
I-
Absolutely.
I had zero, so
Absolutely.
I'm envious.
Let's go to the second row here.
Yeah, Christo, you have obviously second name Kelly. We've heard that you have a bit of an Irish dancing background as well. Have you been teaching any of your moves to the wide receivers, the running backs, even the cornerbacks as well?
Yeah, maybe, you know, maybe a little bit, maybe a little bit.
Has that
Yep.
been helping you out with that?
Yeah, exactly. You know, Irish dancing was, you know, when I was a little bit younger, but, you know, obviously pretty cool full circle moment. And, you know, obviously, you know, when your ancestors come from, you know, come from this place, you have a greater sense of appreciation for, you know, kind of where you are and those that kind of came before you.
Yeah, Caleb, obviously with the excitement surrounding the team last year, it could have been seen as a disappointment. Like, is this team that you guys have this year different and how?
It's definitely different. I just feel like we're more player-led. First of all, defensively, I'm gonna speak on the defensive side. We just want to take away the explosives from last year to this year. That's the biggest thing for us, and we're just more committed to the process this year, and I feel like we're closer as a team as well. So I feel like that's a big jump.
Do you also feel like you have yourself like took on a leadership role?
Absolutely. And myself, Christo, many other guys that haven't been selected as captains lead as well. I feel like they've been a big part of this team and this project. So.
All right, Caleb, you had a pick during this game last season, so you have some experience with that. What's one or two DBs that you kind of have seen emerge through camp and expect to have like a big role in this game?
I'll definitely say Trey Miller, wearing number 6 this year, wore number 15 last year. Haven't played too much, but he's made some big jumps in his career. And I'll say also Jaden Patterson, the other corner. That guy's amazing. A great guy. So is Trey. They kept their head down through winter workouts and things like that. So I'm just excited to see those boys get after it.
Christo, you play in a position that maybe more so than most in the field, footwork and service are extra important. Not suggesting you've never played in Maine before, but maybe not in these kind of conditions in the last week of August. How are you preparing differently for this one?
Yeah, you know, again, you know, you have multiple pairs of cleats, so you test things out, you see if there's, you know, any issue, but, you know, a lot of it at the end of the day, you know, it's just, you know, keeping your feet under you and, you know, not getting, you know, too far ahead of yourself in terms of, you know, overextending and whatnot. But, you know, at the end of the day, you know, we're going to play this game, we're all playing on the same field, so, you know, we're just ready to go.
We got time for one more question, and we're gonna get over to the open part of practice.
Thanks, welcome, Ireland, both of you. Caleb, I know you spoke about leadership there, and earlier in the summer you spoke about Coach Belichick wanting you to take on a bit of a leadership role. How has that evolved over the off-season, and do you feel like you're ready set up to lead this team on the field?
Really just staying committed to the process for myself first, so that I can lead those other guys. Leading those other guys, it has been a little difficult, but ultimately at the end of the day, like helping those guys like stay committed to the process as well, such as the young guys as well, scout team, things like that, like all of it matters. So yeah, that's kind of been my role.
All right, good stuff. Thanks so much, guys. Our open media portion has maybe about 5